Good evening to the global community of Tiashans. It's exactly 2 p.m. West Central Africa time. This is Mr. Abundance coming to you on the 7th of February 2021. Welcome to the greatest transformation of wealth that is taking place, where less than 2% of the world understand what is going on in this fourth industrial revolution, where automation, cryptocurrency, powered by blockchain technology, will be the driving economic force going forward. Today, we'll be using as a man think he becomes. It's just like our team. Our team says dream and become. And so as the script says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he becomes. So be careful what you think, because every thought is a seed planted. It's not a mistake when the script says do good to those that even do evil to you, because the infinite knows that the seed you plant will burst. And you know, the old folks like to say, you will get more, you will reap more than what you sow. And that's why he says to bless them that despitefully use you. So it is a good thought to harbor, knowing that there is nothing that you now see that exists. And I have put this challenge to the global community since 3 years now. There's nothing that you now see that came out of nowhere. It's first a thought. The house that you're now in, before it was built or purchased or rented, you had to think about it. And as you think on it and you persist in your thought, it then gives birth in the physical. Therefore, nothing that you see on earth is permanent, because by the same system of rethinking, that's why the script says, that you become changed by a renewed mindset. It also goes for financial things. As you renew the way you think, you produce a different outcome. You cannot expect a different output with the same input. Einstein says it is madness. It is madness for you to continue to do the same things year in, year out, and exchange and expect a difference, whether in your health, in your financial position. You will always get the same result at the end of the day. Bill Gates once said, for you to get ahead, you need to know where the world is going and to get there first. Cryptocurrency is like when the dot-com era began. It's like when Dubai found oil. Cryptocurrency is the new gold, is the new diamond. If you know how to use it, if you just take some time to understand what it is. A lot of us have been working for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Does your bank account reflect your education? Does it reflect the years that you have put in? That's the question that we need to ask. And if it does not reflect, then what do you need to do to change it? Have we seen the best of you? Have your children seen the best that you can offer? Have you emptied yourself? Because none of us are here by mistake. 1 million sperm went for that egg, but you came out. You came out because there is a problem only you alone can solve. That is why you're here. We are not here to pay bills, live miserably, and die. A lot of people have born, schooled, raised, retired, died, and they're still undiscovered. They themselves have not even discovered their greatness. But they're not with us anymore. That's why one man says the richest places on earth is the graveyard, because in them lie talents, books that were never written, songs that were never sung, businesses that were never materialized, inventions that were never brought to bear, because you decided to play it safe, and no one played safe and win big. This is Mr. Abundance. I welcome the global community of Tiashans. I think that is enough motivational for you today. All right, so I see my panelists are ready, and I am ready too. But let me first play our theme song, and then I will do the recording that was. Let me first share my screen. I will do the recording of the U.S. Congress, Mr. Henry, as he addressed the Congress of the United States on cryptocurrency and what America, even a big America, who tried to stop it and they failed. So let's go to our theme song.
I can feel the vibe and the energy so strong. Passions are you ready? So when you dream, you can be coming. While you can, you overcome. The poverty is in the past. While you can, you overcome. Just dream and become.
Dream and become.
What's about to go down in time? There'll be a shifting influence of power and wealth breaks a bridge dividing the class. Create your dream, you can become. I can overcome the poverty in the past. While you die, you overcome. Just dream and become. Dream and become. Dream and become. Just dream and become. Dream and become. Son of abundance. Now they can't be abundance.
Dream and become. That is our theme song for 2021. I just want to quickly go to the U.S. Congress.
Change is here. Digital currencies exist. Blockchain technology is real. The world that Satoshi Nakamoto, author of the Bitcoin white paper, envisioned, and others are building, is an unstoppable force. We should not attempt to deter this innovation, and governments cannot stop this innovation.
I want us to take note of what the U.S. Congressman is saying, that this innovation is unstoppable because America, the UK, Australia, A matter of fact, India in 2018, the Central Bank of India banned cryptocurrency from being transacted in India. Last year, March to be exact, the Supreme Court of India struck down that ban and rendered it unconstitutional. Today, we have the second crypto bank in India where you can go and take your cryptocurrency and get fiat, or you can go and buy other coins with your cryptocurrency. So let us conclude with the congressman.
And those that have tried have already failed.
I need to play it again, especially for the government of Nigeria. And I'm not too sure why the Central Bank of Nigeria even entertained the thought to send out a memo to ban cryptocurrency and then within hours revoke their own decision. This thing is bigger than Nigeria. And so let me replay what the Congress of the United States had to say.
Change is here.
Change is here.
Digital currencies exist. Blockchain technology is real. The world that Satoshi Nakamoto, author of the Bitcoin white paper, envisioned, and others are building, is an unstoppable force. We should not attempt to deter this innovation, and governments cannot stop this innovation. And those that have tried have already failed.
Thank you very much, sir. This is just a reminder for all the governments who think that they can stop this innovation. It will render them obsolete. According to Christine Lagarde, the director of the IMF, that warned government that they need to get involved in this innovation. Am I still sharing my screen? Let me see. I think I have stopped sharing my screen. Let me see. Let me bring up. No, I think I'm still sharing my screen. One moment there. Stop sharing. Okay, excellent. All right. So let me bring up our panelists where we are. Personal development. All right. Now let me first go to TACC, counting down. As you know, we have less than 8 days where the coin will be sold at 50 cents. So today, it's what, 7 days, 17 hours, 46 minutes, and 11 or 10 seconds to go. Where TACC will be at 50 cents. And for those of you who wants to know exactly when it will go to 75 cents, please check the roadmap. Everything is here. Check our white paper. Learn how to register your account. Everything is on the website. Okay, it is a very interesting time, and I know that there's a lot of people who are now trying to get in because they understand what cryptocurrency can do. All right. I hope I was sharing my screen there now. No, I don't think so. I wasn't. Yeah, I was. Yes, I was sharing my screen. Let me stop. Uh-oh, one moment. No, I don't think I was sharing my screen there. Share my screen. All right. So let me share that. Yeah, I wasn't sharing my screen. So yeah, so this is what, 7 days, 17 hours, and 45 minutes for TACC to conclude the 50 cents. And then we go into 75 cents, and then we go to the market where TACC will be at $1. All right, so let me go back, bring up my panel. Let me hide this, bring up the youth ambassador. Also, Prosperous Prince, he's up as well. Who else is there? Let me see, I think that's it. All right, Good evening, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure. And, we need some ladies as well. Every week we have Ambassador, you need to shuffle up this cabinet a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah, you need to shuffle up this cabinet so that we can have some ladies and we can
Mhm.
have different countries represented from around the globe.
Mhm.
Ambassador, tell me what is happening in Nigeria. I know that Kaduna, our regional coordinator there, Madam Blessing, is doing an excellent job. I know that there's some mega seminars planned. I'm also waiting for the House of I'm waiting on the
House of
president
Parliament.
of the Senate, the president of the Senate in Nigeria, of which they have received my letter and confirmed, and have my understanding is that they have instructed the clerk of the house to send me an official invitation so that I could present TAC to the assembly, both the House and the Senate, because I sent letters to both gentlemen, of which they have received. My understanding is that the from since the recess, the Senate and the House are not yet back in action. So I think they have not resumed work. So I think they say by the 9th of this month, they should resume work. So let's see what happened after that. But other than that, what is happening in Nigeria? Can you hear me, our Global Youth Ambassador? I think he has frozen. I think he has frozen. All right, Prosperous Prince, greet the house. What is happening in the United Kingdom and in Europe?
I should good night. I should say good night for for all the panelists and those who are watching from all over the world. I have never been so excited in my life to see when you think about something and the reality it kicks in that it's really happened. And if we
Mhm.
stretch our imagination, go back a year over a year ago, a year and some months ago, when that person said to Mr. Abundant, why can't we do our own? Why do we have to depend on somebody to do our own?
Have
We have to
mercy.
apologize for that person to say, let us do our own. Because it might sound as a stupid idea, but guess what? It's all a win win. What I'm
Uh-huh.
facing in the UK here, and I can tell you about the doors that didn't open, it's opening now. You understand me? And people are beginning. So me and my team, we have come up with different ways how to raise the profile. So what we are doing now, if this is a group that joining, then I will reach out to the group and offer to have individual Zoom with them, whether it's 5 people, 10 people. And I find out we keep bursting out with packets of Zoom and whatever. This group have their own people and that group. So everybody that have their Zoom, I said, okay, who else do you know? Get your friend, and get them and share the link. Tell them to come on. And it's like everybody are in that fever now, and they are invested. So it's not about just the money coming in. We are sharing the vision with them. So far, and our team have been sponsoring like wow around the globe, Mr. Abundant. We're touching every corner around the globe now. We have that little guy that we've been working with in
In
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
He's Yes, he was supposed to come on tonight, but we had a Zoom last night and it was so successful
Okay.
with Sister Doreen from Northampton. And everybody that come on, they just understand what is going on by us breaking it to them simple facts as all. And this guy, from last week, this week, he just keep coming. He just keep coming. He just keep coming. And we just keep funding and he's reaching out to every village he can reach out to. I don't know that guy. Is God bless. Is God bless.
All right. Let me also state here that a couple of weeks ago, I introduced to TACC community a company called RatPay.
Yes.
RatPay is was our fintech partner to connect us with the ability to utilize TACC even before we go to market in terms of light just went out, folks, so bear with me.
Yes.
I'm in total darkness, but the show must go on. So, yes, the light just went out. So so what happened is, as I said the other day, was that it is very unfortunate that when we I'm actually giving myself some light here. And I have a few people also here that are giving me some lights.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what has happened. This is why the whole of last week, when I'm supposed to do the broadcast, I couldn't, because the current just keep going. Good for me is that I have a backup system, so my internet does not go with it, and that is why I can continue to broadcast.
Yes.
But let's get back to the fintech company. What I was saying was that that company, from since I introduced, they had some management issues, operational issues, and they actually split in two. And so we are now working with Ajax, which was the parent company for RatPay. So we're now dealing with the mother company and not the offshoot.
Okay.
As a result of that, I will be introducing the principles of that company Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday at 2 p.m. That is 1400 hours Greenwich Mean Time. 2 p.m. 2 and 3 p.m. West Central Africa time. That's on Tuesday. And so they will be with us live as I introduce them, because at the end of the day, the show must go on. We're trying to get TACC to be utilized even before we go to market, so that person can have a feel that TACC is not an ordinary coin. We must be able to use it in our day-to-day lives. And that is what interfacing, partnering with this company will allow. We go to the exchange, it is good, because on the exchange, we can interact with all the coins that there are. But it is also very important that, we'll be able to use the coin before we go to market. All right, so I want to thank you, Prosperous Prince out of the UK. Mr. N4, tell us what is happening in the French territories.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to the entire community of TACC around the world. I want to thank you once again, Mr. Abundance, for this opportunity you have given us.
Thank you.
And what is happening in the French community is we are having people coming in and they are getting educated, because they have to catch the vision. You should not just come in and just start asking, when am I going to catch out? You have to get some insight. And I would jump onto the presentation of yesterday that Madam Diana,
Yes.
Our Princess Diana, gave.
Our director for the Caribbean. Mm-hmm.
Yes, she gave a deep insight into what is blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. And I don't know if somebody really catch something there, but all this contained on the Telegram forum, it is very, very essential. Just as the congressman was saying, the part that I caught there is that others are still building. That is the part that I caught.
Yes.
And I put TACC there.
Yes.
So meaning that others, and with the content our director gave yesterday at her presentation, I was just amazed of the content of her presentation. That was amazing, and she break it down for everyone to get it. And that is as I translate everything, I am just shooting it to all of the French forums to understand what is blockchain technology and cryptocurrency and where this technology is going. Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes. No, that is very important. I think we lost our youth ambassador, our acting chief of staff. Let me see. Okay, I think he's back. Mr. Gabriel, welcome. If you notice, I am in a bit of darkness. You know,
Yes.
the electricity has not disappointed me. And
Mm-hmm.
that is the reason for TAC, because all this is a result of mismanagement. All these is a lack of foresight and insight. When 2017, you can't, 2020, 2021, you're still
Mm-hmm.
having problem load shedding. It shows that we are not progressive. And these are the problems that TAC will address in the long run. And that is why my interest is our slogan: one TAC, one child, one youth, one TAC. Because if every youth in Africa today had one Bitcoin, just one Bitcoin, now at 37,000 US, it would be a different Africa. Just one.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if they had 100 Bitcoin at 37,000. And so that is what TAC is creating. Because 10 years ago, Bitcoin was less than 4 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Prosperous Prince here with us is a perfect example of what not to do, because he was introduced when Bitcoin, he could have gotten 10,000 Bitcoin for $15. And he did not pay attention because the technology did not come from the government. It did not come from the media. It did not come from the central bank. It did not come from the president. Probably if it was from those four or five sources, that he would have paid more attention to it. But it came from an unknown place, an unknown technology. And even today, after this technology has created millionaires and billionaires, our people are still trying to figure it out if it is real. Because you don't have to show up 10, 12 hours, 7 days a week and sweat. We don't understand that the harder you work in this industry is the poorer you become. This industry, the fourth industrial revolution, is not your education anymore. It will rubbish education.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about having an understanding as to where the world is going, according to Bill Gates, and get there first. Where the world is going is in cryptocurrency. From since I am here in Africa, all what I've been spending is cryptocurrency. It's cryptocurrency. And so it's not a fairy tale. And that is why it's very important that TAC must go to the market. Tell us what is happening over there in Nigeria, our youth ambassador.
Good evening, everyone. Mr. Abundance, well done, sir. Respect,
You're
prosperous
welcome.
Prince Info. Yes, so here in Nigeria, I would say we're actually going forward. And when I say forward, I mean forward, really forward. Um, the two, as you all know, the group is on HIT. That is the two groups that were created to help facilitate the payment of Naira to Bitcoin. That is, people who can't get Bitcoin themselves will pay into any of the account there and turn their TAC account or TAC wallet to be funded with Bitcoin. So the group has been flooding it. People are making transactions on a daily basis. And just last week, Madam Blessing had a seminar here in Makurdi Benue State together with her husband, and a lot of people indicated interest. They actually gave, they're into evangelism, right? So they preach the gospel in twofold, you know.
Mhm.
They liberate you spiritually, and they also try to
Yes,
liberate you financially.
of course.
So
It's very, listen. I have, if you read Revelation and the the Spirit addressing to the churches, and if you notice that, I think nearly all God had something against the churches.
hmm,
In all the period, you have something against them. It's either they're lukewarm, it's either that they've lost their first love, it's either that they have started out straight and then they picked up all kind of doctrine, you know, and it is the same thing today. You know, um, we have an awesome opportunity now to take this and to liberate ourselves. That we don't need any approval from anyone this time. It's the only era that we can come together and create money. And you don't, as much as you can think of, because those who will control the next economy are those who understand, take some time to understand it now. I always quoted what Richard Branson says. When somebody presents you with an excellent opportunity and you do not understand it, take hold of the opportunity and then go and figure it out. Some people are trying to figure it out before they understand it. And that is why the more intelligent you are in this era, is more likely for you to retire very poor. Because the more technical you are, you need to be able to work out the mathematical formula that 1 plus 1 equals 2. In cryptocurrency, you will not be able to work the formula except you register, understanding that it is trading, supply and demand, and usability. I don't know what I've just done there now. Okay. Wow. What did I do? Oh, I have multiple screen here. Let me, I know I'm still live. Okay, let me take off that. All right, so I'm back. So I'm back to normal. Okay. Ambassador, continue.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
Go on.
So, uh, yes, can you hear me?
Yes, go on.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So, like I was saying, the gospel they preach are twofold, spiritual and also financial, because it has to
Yes.
go hand in hand. So equally, they together with her and the Kaduna State Executive Coordinator went to Kano State to actually hold a mini seminar and educate some people there, and also
Mhm.
Madam Blessing actually said she also has some leaders and some of the states in the northwest, and a lot is actually happening. And equally, I'm also aware there's a plan for mega seminar. So, but I would just like to comment on what is trending right now in the country, the recent ban on cryptocurrency by the Central Bank of Nigeria. And as you used to say, Mr. Abundant, the greatest weapon of the elite is the media, you know. And if you look at the headlines, what the
The
media are
media.
reporting is, yes, what the media are reporting is the Central Bank of Nigeria has banned cryptocurrency. You understand? While the actual sense is not like that.
Mhm.
Is it what is obtainable is that central banks have asked the depository banks, okay, commercial banks, from offering cryptocurrency services to no financial service to cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance and Luno. Okay, but moment after the memo was removed from the website, and we didn't hear anything afterward. So, but a lot of people are actually come out to demonstrate that no, this is not obtainable. A lot of businesses are actually heavily dependent on cryptocurrency, and the system um is deeply ingrained with cryptocurrency, and banning cryptocurrency at this time will only render a lot of people jobless. So You know, people have been calling me, especially in TAC, have been calling me about saying, what do I have to say about the recent ban on cryptocurrency by the central bank? And I said, no, look, there's nothing to be worried about. As a matter of fact, people should see it this way, you know. Cryptocurrency is here to replace the banks. So the banks should be the banks will be the ones to be at loss, because the little revenue they're getting now from cryptocurrency trading, by the time they revoke this policy, by the time people find their way, the banking sector or the government will be completely shut, and that is the end of it. So they should be happy. We are here to help the banking sector, not to fight them. So they are actually privileged to partner with us, the crypto people who are in the cryptocurrency space. It's a privilege, and if they can't see it like this, then we are sorry for them. So this is
But
what I've been
this is
telling
what,
people.
yeah, this is what Christian Lagarde told the central banks and governments since 2 years ago. He says
Mm-hmm.
if they don't get involved, but if you notice now, like in the UK, you have Wirex. In
Yes,
America, you have Coin Mama, you have Coinbase,
Coinbase.
blockchain. All these are apps that allow you to convert your cryptocurrency into fiat. And the app company takes their percentage, the bank takes their percentage. That is what is happening in the UK. Vice
Mm-hmm.
versa, you can, through the app, because it's connected to your account, your bank account. Through that app now, you can equally buy cryptocurrency and put into your wallet. So you can do peer-to-peer transaction. That is
Mm-hmm.
where the world is going. If the banks around the world do not get involved, they will become obsolete in this new technology. You see, the first crypto bank is in the United States, in the states of Wyoming. The second is in India. You will soon begin to see them popping up everywhere. I give the world another 2 years that you will need to change crypto into anything. You are not going to need to trade it. Cryptocurrency is going to be at a level. If you want to buy a car, you go down to the dealer and you transfer from your wallet to their wallet, and the purchase is done. Either through a manual application or through a QR code. You just swipe the code, and you're just like right now, you have your credit card in some stores, you just pass it over, and your money is being deducted. That is
Mm-hmm.
where cryptocurrency is going. There's no turning back. But we have to be mindful in TAC that if we are supposed to be the global cryptocurrency, we need to have a rigorous base. We need to expand the base. We cannot be selfish in this thing, because the value of the coin depends on the number of people holding the coin, not how many coins a few people have in their hands. Like I said it this morning, some
Mm-hmm.
of you have 100,000 coins, 200,000 coins holding. Some of you have 10,000. Some of you have 5,000. It is good. But if we fail to expand the base, to bring people in, even with 10 TAC, if we have 1 million people holding 10 TAC, that is a force to reckon with. That is more important than 50 people holding 300,000 coins, because that is the failure of the coins that are now on the market. They studied Bitcoin, but they only studied Bitcoin with the eye of greed and how much they can accumulate. They did not study Bitcoin with an eye that the more people you help, they will help you. And that is why I said from day one, we have to bury three things that have contained us for years: ignorance, greed, and selfishness. That is why we are in poverty. That is why we, as the people of color, have been wearing the title of a global slave for so long. Greed, ignorance, and selfishness. You know, as you notice, I'm in darkness. So I know you guys
Mm-hmm.
are still seeing me. I am
Mm-hmm.
in light, but not too much light. So I will not extend this program to the normal hour. We are already we are into 40 minutes already. I will just take 2 minutes to to yeah, I'm using my phone, and other people are helping me there as well, using my phone to actually get some light here. So I will just use a couple of minutes just to address some questions and comment in the forum, and then we will close this in the next 2 minutes or so. All right, so we have, let me use my mouse. Okay, so we have Ibrahim. Good evening, my hero. Good evening, sir. Your Highness, Chief Abundance, thanks for your great leadership. May you live long to enjoy the labor. Thank you very much. All of us are working. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, panelists, and all the TACC. TACC can only, okay, somebody is trying to say something there. Good evening, Mr. Abundance from Ogun State, Nigeria. Good evening. Jax R. Good evening, Mr. Abundance. Good evening to you. Be a blessing to all, work for it. Okay, that's the end part of that one. Our European ambassador, good evening to all our leaders in the house. Good evening, Madam TJ. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the panel. We are building our future with TACC. Thank you very much, Julia B. Good evening, Mr. Abundance, my boss. TACC team, Dream and Become. Watching Mr. Stephen from Ghana. Thank you very much, sir. Wisdom, Your Highness, Mr. Abundance, many thanks for your great leadership. May you live long with blessings with your entire family. This is Wisdom Latte from Ghana. Thank you very much there. Johnny the Bank, my greetings to Mr. Abundance and the global community. It is evident that the TACC is unique in its mission and vision. Life shall not remain the same because of TACC, if we are all meaningful. First Lady, from the UK, good evening, Mr. Abundance and panel and the TACCs. Yes, good evening, First Lady. BJ Bola out of the Netherlands. Good evening, Mr. Abundance and the TACC in general. No government of any country can hold us down. The sky is our beginning. We just need to keep multiplying. Greetings from Belgium. Thank you very much. Joel Carr, blessings to the House of TACCs and to our esteemed leader, Chief Abundance. TACC is already uphill and cannot be stopped. We only need to dream and become as we expand. Joel Carr is our National Executive Coordinator for Antigua and Barbuda. That is my country. And also we have Diana McDonald. She is the Director for the Caribbean region. And so I have to pull her discourse yesterday and put it in the forum. Ambassador,
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if it is in the forum, but her discourse yesterday, see if you can pull
Okay.
it up and put it in all the forums so that
All right, sir.
everyone can be blessed. I was reading it myself. I was out at the time, and so I wasn't a part of that discussion, but it's good for education, for for education. All right, did I read her? To all the TACC, change your social media profile to the countdown for TACC. I heard that change your social media profile. So it's something that all of us need to do. Good afternoon, Mr. Abundance and the rest of the TACCs. That's Kenneth there from the US. Good afternoon, Mr. Abundance. We are moved to I don't know what that is saying there. Good afternoon, Mr. Abundance. We are on the move to a bigger and better economy. Thank you very much. All right. Not everybody is going to be here today because, as I see, you can see that I'm having some challenge with the internet. Not with the internet, really, but with the lighting. His Grace and Glory from Nigeria. TACC must wake up now that Nigeria government, Antigua and Barbuda have just shown us how crafty they can be. But it is good to know that they are on a mission to mirage. No, it is very important that we understand the role of government. You know, the politicians that we have, they are not there to do the majority bidding. You must understand that both government and opposition are two and one of the same. They are all supported by the same people. So whether they win or lose is the 1%, those who control the economy in every country benefits. In this country is the Lebanese. They control the economy. In Antigua and Barbuda is the Syrians and the Chinese. They control the economic space, the inland, while the Caucasian control the outskirt with the hotel. What do we control? Work. That's all. Show up to work. All right. I want to thank everybody for participating. I really, as I said, been challenged today with light. The message is out. Again, please, Tuesday, we will have at 2 p.m. my time, West Central Africa time, our fintech partners, and we will also go into some training as what to expect when we go to market, what to do and what not to do. That is why our radio and television is very important. And I will address that radio and television because my understanding is the person who was entrusted with that money up to today cannot deliver. But I understand that they're into beginning to start their own cryptocurrency. I hope it's not with tax money. But that is going to be another session that I will take personally, and I will deal with that for 1 week because the wickedness in Africa must stop. The wickedness among our people must stop. And that is why we don't have any credibility. That is why our people believe that foreign is better and white is best. That is why the young people in Africa are drowning every day in the Mediterranean Sea looking for greener pasture because of the level of leadership on this continent, the richest continent on earth. In everything, in human resources and natural resources, and yet still you're running to desert places for opportunity. It means that we have dropped the ball on this continent. Hence the more reason for TACC. My panel, I want you to just give your passing shot. I will start with the director of the French territory and our national executive coordinator for France. Mr. N4, just give us a minute there while we wrap up.
Well, I would just invite anyone to get bored and learn along with us. There is enough to discover, and TACC has created the platform and the opportunity for you to learn and to grow in wealth. Thank you, sir.
All right, our UK ambassador. Unmute yourself, Prosperous Prince. Go on,
Yes,
sir.
yes, thank you very much. As we move forward to our end of the round for 50 cents, they're urging, asking all the new members that come on board. We're in it for everybody and to open the door for others that to become behind them and reach out to members, and we can continue to put our little pocket of Zoom, and then we keep expanding and expanding. See as much. We're looking for at least this week at least 1,000 to 2,000 people should be joining this week. To reach 15,000. We are not far. If we reach 12, if we reach 13, 15 is ready to come. So, and then the money is coming behind the people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Our youth ambassador. I think we might have lost Gabriel. I think he's having some problem with his internet. But I just want to, he just fell out, dropped out again. All right. So I just want to thank all of you for participating today. This is the challenge that we're having. Hence the reason that we cannot accomplish anything by being a wandering generality. We have to become meaningful specifics. And I will repeat the word of Buckminster Fuller, which says that if you want to change something, do not fight the existent reality, but rather create a new model. And that is what cryptocurrency powered by blockchain technology is here to do. Not to fight the fiat central bank system, because the system that we now have exists. One that says, go to school, get a good education, come work for me, says the government. You will only retire poor, begging your bread, hoping for a pension. That is the system. A system that guarantees poverty all through your life, and you will retire poor. That is the system. The top bottom approach, that is the economic model. It did not get our grandparents out of financial quagmire. It will not get us out of financial quagmire. This system will not get our children out of financial quagmire, because it's a structured system. No matter how hard you work, you were born, you were raised, you were schooled, you retire, you die in poverty, except you're a thief. Except you're a thief. And so I just want to thank the entire house of Tiashans. This is Mr. Abundance coming to you live from West Central Africa. It's always a pleasure. Join us Tuesday when we bring back the fintech company to talk about how we'll be able to connect with the Visa card, the virtual Visa card, so you can use your card online, buying goods and services. You'll be able at another time to liquidate your TACC coins, liquidate from TACC to fiat that goes into your bank account. There are lots of exciting things that are happening in this community. So again, thank you very much. Life is a fight for territory. If we fail to fight for what we want, what we do not want